Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagri here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we learned about the history of the Sand People. We got Odd Bacilla to make it up to her mother. Alright, returning her the holocron. We also helped some woman by getting some credits. Here we're gonna do one or two more things here in Anchorhead, because there's actually we forgot to talk to the Jawa, and there's also Mission's brother. And then afterwards, we'll speak to the rest of the party, and there's time we'll leave. That'll be fine. Good luck.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Let's see if we can repair him.
Affirmative. Request. Statement. As you wish, Master. You are already familiar with accessing my central control cluster, correct? Now you will need to... And now rewire the...
There we go. Success.
Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected.
What now?
It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the Hutt on the planet Slahera.
And what gruesome fate awaited him?
Objection. That is unfair, Master. While Bochaba may have died gruesomely, I most certainly had nothing to do with it. Well, very little. My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of 322 sentient meatbags. These contracts made Bochaba very wealthy.
And so, what happened to stop that?
It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 Hutt households when the exchange retaliated. Statement. I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however.
Why? How was he killed?
Answer. Allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup for weeks afterward. At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival Hutt claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation. If that Hutt had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly.
You would have preferred to stay on Chevron, or however you say that?
Observation. It would have suited my character, Master. I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it.
You would have been found eventually.
Observation. No doubt, Master. It would have been a glorious battle to end my existence with. I would prefer that to rusting on a junk heap.
Do you remember anything else?
Answer. Negative, Master. There is still more memory that can be restored, however, if you wish to try. As well, I believe I can restore several programs the Hutt installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
Because of your repairs, HK-47 now regenerates at the rate of 1 vitality point every 6 seconds, in addition to his other abilities.
How can I help?
You don't
And I
have
suggest
anything
we
new
move
to
on.
say currently. So let's go see Mission's brother, and then we'll take off from Anchorhead. I wonder what planet we'll go to next. X for our third star map. So many choices. I think I'll keep you wondering. Although if we do manage to leave the planet this episode, you probably will know by going by the thumbnail. There's Griff, who popped into existence.
Just the person I was hoping to see. Mission didn't come with you, I see. Well, guess she's still mad at me. Oh well, it's probably for the best. This job is more up your alley anyway.
What's the job?
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taurus is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
So you want to open a bar?
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch. And now that Taurus is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
What's in it for me?
Sorry, like I said before, I don't have any credits on me, and Greta won't let me any. I mean, it's like he doesn't trust me to pay him back or something. But you come through on this, and I promise you'll get a huge payday down the road. 3,000 credits. How's that sound?
Don't worry, Griff. We'll get you those tack glands for you.
Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the Exchange could stop by any day. I kind of told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
So if we get him a tack gland, we might be able to help him out. We'll keep that in mind if we go to Kashyyyk. Okay, let's go to the starport. Before we take off, we might as well speak to the party members in the Evan Hawk. First, let's go to the shop. Because I want to show that I believe you can sell the Dragon Pearl for much higher than what the hunting lodge sells it for. If I can find the pearl. Come on, where is it? Oh no, they sell it for about the same price. I thought they bought it back for a bit more, but I know for a fact that eventually when we go back to Yavin, you can sell it for a pretty neat price there. Alright, let's look around and see what everybody has to say.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your
I'm
brother.
worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the Exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
You can't turn your back on your own brother.
Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
You have to stick by your family, Mission, even if they're slime sometimes.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tack glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Yo, Genderis.
What do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war or stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
I didn't think Mandalorians got afraid.
Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
You dropped from orbit riding a droid?
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
That was some fight.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing more for now. So let's access our upgrade bench. Look at our lightsabers, because the Dragon Pearl can be used to upgrade our saber. Let's see, so it gives an attack bonus plus free, energy bonus to special. Yeah, so let's put it in. Crystals, ooh, I got, let's see. Got red, ooh, violet. Let's put that on. It gives an attack bonus. Ooh, you give an attack bonus free. Go back to my other saber. Yeah, you give stun. I might put that on my secondary saber. Let's give Basila a pearl. I'll hang on to these for now. Guns and armors. Let's give Kalanor's armor some upgrades. I might do some other upgrades off screen. just did HK, so I don't think we'll speak to him now. Anything? So yeah, let's speak to Juhan.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive. So full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Tragic?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you do not let your anger influence you.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side. And I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
We learned a little bit more about her. Let's head to the cockpit. Do you have anything new to say, Karf?
What's on your mind?
We didn't end our last conversation very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
And how does that excuse your actions?
It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
I forget which is the good response to this. You sure have.
Well, I guess I should be at least a little pleased that I haven't lost my touch. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agreed to work with me for once. No, just keep quiet. If I want his quest, I want to say this.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
How can I help?
You curious about something?
Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask, if you'll permit it.
Do I have a choice?
Don't even start with that. You're the one who asked. I wasn't even going to say anything. But now that you've brought it up, I see I shouldn't have waited as long as I have. In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light. You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And with so little training, for me it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion?
I just do what I think is right.
And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side.
See, are you saying you don't believe in the corruption of the dark side?
I don't know. Would the power I use to kill Darth Malak be too tempting to keep using? Would I become the kind of evil I want to destroy? The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question them?
What?
These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission.
Interesting. Well, let's take off to a new planet. Let's see, why don't we head to Kashyyyk next? We're leaving Tatooine for now, and we're heading off to the Force world, Kashyyyk.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
Looks like the star map was on the Force floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosho branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Interesting. Let's head on out and see what the Wookiees say. Let's bring Basila, and let's also bring Zaalbar with us. Docking fee? Why do I need to pay that? Is the price negotiable? I represent wealthy clients. Very well, I'll pay the 100 credit fee. I'm trained in the Force, I'll have no trouble. Let's give Zaalbar some upgrades. Computers, awareness, repair. Let's give him some feats. Let's up your rifle. Upgrade you again. Treat injury, repair, awareness. Computers, aware. Repair. You've got an uncanny dodge. Give you some toughness. Make you nice and tough. He's got an implant level 3. Up your demolitions, up your treat injury. Let's give you even more toughness. Treat. Wow, Zaalbar got a lot of level ups. Awareness and treat. Let's give you master toughness. That's all your level ups.
What can I do?
Yes?
Let's have a quick talk to Zaalbar. Do you know anything on the planet we're on? We'll talk later. Well, we've now reached the planet of Kashyyyk. Ooh, what's in this locker?
No problem. Got it.
Now that we reached the planet of Kashyyyk, I think in the next episode we'll start exploring it. Look for that star map. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the video, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow, and I'll see you all next time. Later.